Something is wrong. The story of human civilization is missing something. And while there's no doubt that conventional history told to us in school has merit, orthodox historians and archaeologists are absolutely neglecting the voices of our ancient past. And I don't say this lightly. I've earned a degree in Egyptology from an internationally respected university. And I'm familiar with the dogmatic inner workings of academia as it churns out historians in an unchanged process going back over 100 years. The pressure to conform is very, very real, as are the academic repercussions facing anyone who does not. In an echo chamber of self-congratulation and competitive zeal to publish and make a name for oneself, there are absolutely real parameters that young scholars are mandated to play within. Boundaries of history that they are socially pressured to stay within, and they're socially rewarded for doing so. Egypt, for example, as a historical entity, must begin in 3100 BC with the reign of Menes, or Narmer, or Hor-Aha. Look at the Narmer palette, found as a temple deposit in Heracleopolis. It's there for all to see. Look at the Turin papyrus, the Palmero stone, the great king's list of the New Kingdom, such as that found in the beautiful temple of Seti I at Abydos. History, or Dynasty I, as Egyptologists call it, begins with unification. But that's not what the ancient Egyptians themselves are telling us. And it's here where conventional Egyptologists and this channel part ways. To professional academics and specialists in the field of Egyptology, the boundaries for the study of history are divided in the ancient landscape between history and mythology precisely at that date of unification. With Dynasty I, it's like history suddenly manifests itself into existence with the reign of Narmer, or Menes, and all that which fell before is sacrificed to the foggy mist of mythology. Some researchers like Wilkinson have made a career out of investigating the story of pre-dynastic Egypt, but even in their exhaustive and highly professional work, there exists a mindset dividing the historical world from the mythological. Emphasis is centered on what they left behind, rather than what they're telling us. And what they're telling us is a picture quite different from that proposed by those who interpret the remains in the archaeological record. I respect the field of Egyptology and the professionalism of Egyptologists, but I think we have a real problem of doctrine, conformity, and dogma. The story of this ancient world of deep, mysterious antiquity is not one told entirely with biological remains, flint bladelets, waste deposits, and post holes. It's a story of the human mind, unified in its plot across vast geographical boundaries and through great swaths of time. Physical anthropologists currently believe that anatomically modern humans date back to around 195,000 years ago, with behavioral modernity emerging in a burst of creativity around 50,000 years ago. Historians and archaeologists, and there is a very real difference between the two, contend that civilization began with the introduction of farming, sometime around 8,000 to 6,000 BC. So accordingly, this means that for 190,000 years, humanity stagnated as isolated groups of hunter-gatherers, and for at least 40,000 years identically modern humans in terms of behavior and demonstrated ability to think abstractly existed in unchanged communities of hunter-gatherers. This is what I mean when I open with saying something is wrong, and I truly believe that deep down just about everyone who's involved in the study of human history senses it also. The problem is, what happened? Where is the evidence for humans behaving like humans, growing communities into settlements, competing to advance technologically, culturally, and evolving through innovation as human beings do today? If humanity has truly been modern in its abilities in psychology for 50,000 years, why didn't we act like it? Or did we? And if we did, where's the evidence for such activity? I believe we are surrounded by it, inundated by the weekly heard cries from the remote past, begging us to hear the story of what happened. After 20 years of conformity, I'm about to actually listen, and I invite you along for the ride. So be sure to hit like and subscribe to stay up to date with everything from Archaic Mysteries.